Action.
And here we have Rocco Pasafumi with his weekly movie review.
Thank you very much, Howie. The film that I'm doing this week is called The BFG. It is directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Mark Rylance and Ruby Barnhill. It is based on a children's book by Roald Dahl, best known for a wide assortment of popular books, including Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Witches, and James and the Giant Peach. This particular film, it's Sophie, who is a British orphan, played by Barnhill, who comes across a creature known as the Big Friendly Giant, played by Rylance, or the BFG for short. As they begin to bond, Sophie attracts the attention of bad giants. Now they must convince Queen Victoria to help Sophie and the BFG get rid of the bad giants. The thing that I should definitely note right away about this movie is that Steven Spielberg takes a very, very dark book here and definitely, using his great, sense of optimism and sense of adventure, he really, brightens up, those undertones very well and makes it a much more crowd-pleasing film. The only other thing, though, is that, unfortunately, this is not one of Spielberg's better movies, and he's had a long career. He's like a national treasure in American film, so it's really kind of unfortunate, him being in the position that he is somebody who practically invented the summer blockbuster with Jaws and Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Raiders of the Lost Ark. That this film, while it's a good film, it definitely is a good film. He definitely shows that he hasn't lost his touch a lot as a filmmaker. The thing with him is that, unfortunately, he has the unfortunate aspect of kind of being outshined by a lot of his more modern contemporaries. You look at a lot of movies that are out now, and a lot of them are faster, they're brighter and more colorful, and they tend to be this kind of a lot of bells and whistles, a lot more bells and whistles that than the ones that Spielberg had often employed in his movies. Or he still had a lot of success in the past. He just did Jurassic World. He was the executive producer of that, and he's the executive producer of the Transformers movies. But it seems that a lot of the people that have come in the wake of Steven Spielberg have kind of outshined him a bit, unfortunately. But I'll say this. You look at, there was a time where he could do a film that was very so-so, and it could still be fantastic. Like a lot of, I would say Hook, which is probably not one of his least films, is a film that would definitely fall into this thing. As flawed as Hook was, it was during a time where Spielberg was still doing relatively well, and people still, people as kids love Hook, and they still love it to this day because there's still an aspect of Spielberg from the way he shoots movies that still resonates with them. This is still a really good movie. Don't get me wrong, it is a good movie. The only thing is, though, is that Spielberg has had a very, very long career, and he's done very, very well doing a whole bunch of different films. And in recent years, though, his films have not resonated with the public, unfortunately, as much as people would like. The older audiences still respect and admire Spielberg movies very much. It's the younger audience that seems to be the bit of the problem here, which is the main audience for the BFG. There's a lot of kids that would probably feel that it would not really resonate to them as well as they would like it to. Which is kind of sad because, Spielberg still is an excellent filmmaker, and like I said, I think that if people would give this a chance, I think that people would like this movie. I think that it's definitely a nice alternative to what we've had currently. Like, you have Finding Dory, and you have a lot of movies that are either really kind of high in style and very just kind of flashy, or you have films that have pretty much been, just basically, repetitions of things that were already successful before. So I would definitely give BFG as a film something. People should really give it more of a chance because, it's up to you as the theater goer to really give these movies a chance and keep films more diverse rather than, having everything just be the same old, or something that's just going to be very, lacking in substance. So overall, I give the BFG 3 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much for that.
Great job, Rocco Pasafumi.
All right.
I want to do one more segment. Coming attractions in Long Beach. You cover the film festival, and I'll cover the sharks.
Okay.
All right? Good idea.
All right.
Last segment coming up of the day, right here.
All right. Oh, wait, don't you have anything, Rich?